Hey guys, just quickly before I start this video, and also I got a haircut, so ignore that my hair will just grow in 3 seconds. I will be doing a giveaway on June 3rd at 12 PM AST. I'm giving away $100 cash and a pair of AKG 92 headphones or something. All you need to do is go to the link in the description and submit a song that you've made, and pretty much I'll choose my favorite one on the day during the live stream. I don't care if you're not a good producer, that's fine. I'm just looking for really good ideas, looking for something to make me laugh. I'm just looking for something good, something cool. Anyway, enjoy the video on how to turn your music into a career, and I will see you all soon to win some money and some headphones. You've probably figured by now, networking has nothing to do with you selling your services and has nothing to do with yourself. It's all about everyone else. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to move your music hobby and turn it into a career so we can make some money off it. We all like money. What I want to talk about in this episode is networking and advertising, the difference between the two and which one is better for different tasks. I'm going to preface this whole episode by saying that word of mouth is probably the best form of advertising. And I'm speaking from first-hand experience. Most of the jobs and work that I've gotten has been from word of mouth and hasn't come from advertising. So first I'm going to talk about kind of the difference between advertising and networking. So what advertising is where you go, this is my services, this is what I do. You're advertising yourself. You're telling people what you do and you're kind of selling yourself. Sometimes this is effective in the right places and the right time, but the issue is a lot of people confuse networking with advertising, and this is where shit hits the fan. If you're advertising when you should be networking, it's going to impact you really negatively. Advertising can be pretty cold. It's usually not very personal and not very genuine. So when you go on Reddit and you say, hey, I'm a new producer, no one's going to give a shit. And the reason for that is that everyone else is advertising. Everyone else is probably in the same boat. Who are you to come and say, no, you should listen to me? No one's going to care. So make sure that you know when to advertise and when to network. So some examples of advertising when you should be networking: constantly promoting your services. So all you're talking about is, I produce, I can mix, I'm a mixing engineer, yeah. Like, stop. You can mention it sometimes. It's okay to actually talk about it sometimes, and you absolutely should talk about it sometimes. But if all you're fucking talking about is how you're a mixing engineer and how you're a producer, people are gonna zone out. How selfish can you get? Just talk about something else for once. So make sure that you're doing other things that aren't just so self-centered. That leads me on to my main point: how to actually network effectively. You've probably figured by now, networking has nothing to do with you selling your services and has nothing to do with yourself. It's all about everyone else. That's what networking. The first example of networking is to literally just make more friends. Now, I'm not talking about music friends. I'm not talking about people in your industry. I'm talking about just friends. You need to actually make more friends because you need to make sure that you actually have a social life. You can't network if you don't have a social life. You need to go out, you need to see people, you need to do things. But if you really just want to be laser focused on your career, start engaging more in music communities and actually making friends there. You know what? I'm going to whip out my phone and literally just... Yeah. What specific thing has been the most difficult thing about production for you so far? Engage. Talk to people, right? Now, maybe no one will see your post, but some people might, and that's what's important. You need to talk to people, get your name out there. Someone might reply to you, you might have a discussion with them. Now, again, the whole point of this is not so that you post, someone replies, and bang, they're your client, you make $1 million. That's not the point. The point is to make more friends. The point is to get your name out there. And the point is to become active in a community where people know who you are and you know who they are. That's the best way to start networking. Make more friends. Go on Reddit, go on Facebook, go on Twitter, go on, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care what social media you use. You want to use TikTok, use TikTok. The second layer to this is actually helping people. So suppose, I'm actually going to go on Reddit again. Melody tips. All right, so someone posted, I'm a new producer and I've been using loops to practice my drum placement, blah, blah, blah. I was wondering if any of you guys could give me tips on how to come up with melodies. Reply to this person, whoever they are, give them 3 or 4 points on how to get better at writing melodies. Maybe give them an anecdote on, some resources that you used on how to write better melodies. Maybe some other YouTuber posted a video, hint, hint. And make sure that you're actually genuinely helping them and trying to make them better at their craft. Now, 2 things that I'm going to mention about this. 1, this person that you're talking to is not going to be your client. Get that out of your fucking head. If you are still doing this for the sole purpose of getting clients, stop. You need to remove that from yourself. Now, I know what you're saying. Well, if you're only doing this to network, isn't the point of networking to build more clients? Yes, the point of networking is to build more clients, but the thing is, you're trying to build a network for the sake of building a network, having friends, and just talking with people because you love what you're doing. From that, the clients will come. But if all you're focused about is clients, you're not going to get any. The second thing, they'll probably think you're a really lovely person. They'll probably thank you for your reply. And if they don't, whatever, you've helped someone, like, big deal. But your sole purpose should be to help people and become active in a community. This probably won't do much once off. You need to do this regularly, whether it's once a week, once a day, whatever. You need to actually engage with people very regularly for them to know who you are. So don't advertise when you should be networking is probably the main takeaway from this video. Make sure that you're being genuine 100% of the time because people can tell when you're faking it. And make sure that you're not constantly shoving your services down people's throats to the point where they're suffocating. So, you know, for example, if someone's looking for mixing tips on Reddit or on Facebook or on Twitter or on whatever, and you come and you're like, hey, I'm a mixing engineer, you just give me $100 and I'll do the whole mix for you, I'll do your whole... Stop. Like, no, you're not here to advertise. They just want advice. Is you go and give them that advice or fuck off, because you're not going to do yourself a favor by advertising all your services there. So again, the main takeaway for this video is make sure that you're networking genuinely. Make sure that you're out here to make friends and not just making clients. Shift your mindset. Make sure that you understand that building a community is far more important than building one-off clients and one-off, fans and players here and there. I really hope that this video have helped all of you and you've taken something away from this to start practicing in your own life. I don't know what the next episode is going to be about, but it will be about something, I guarantee. I make videos every week on producing, composing. Of course, I love my shit posting. I also do tutorials separate from this series. Would really appreciate it if you could subscribe. That would mean so much to me and make me very happy. I will see you all next week for another video.